What is going on, team? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Liam, and over the last few years I've lost 50 kilos, and that was my mission, to help as many people as possible lose weight, get fit, get healthy, and become their best selves. Now in this video I'm going to share with you the mindset that causes people to lose weight and gain it all back. 95% of dieters that lose weight end up gaining it back within a 2-year time period. And I don't want you to be one of them. Before I explain the method of how you can avoid this from happening, I'm going to share a story with you about my experience of this and why it's a little bit sad. A few years ago, I just come back from a trip to Kenya with my family. It was an amazing trip, and in this trip, I'd gained a little bit of weight, and so had my brother, because the food there is amazing, and it was during COVID, so we weren't able to be that active because gyms were closed and it's crazy hot to walk out there. Anyway, we got back, and myself and my brother decided that we're going to pull the pin, and we're going to get really dialed in with our diet and nutrition and training, and we're going to lose loads of weight in the next 3 to 6 months. And that's what we did. I became so obsessed with my diet that I pretty much stopped going out. I pretty much stopped eating the foods that I love, and I was just eating egg whites and eggs every single day with broccoli for lunch, and then at dinner time I just ate my own food. I didn't even eat the cooking that my mum was making, which is pretty delicious, to be honest, and I regret not enjoying that. In this process, there was a party that I attended a few months into this really strict diet, and I went to this party and there were these cupcakes there. I was like, okay, let me just have one cupcake. And I had one and I enjoyed it, and I enjoyed it so much. I had 2, I had 3, I had 4, I had 5. And this is the problem with over-restrictive diets, is that it creates this mindset of scarcity, because foods become so off the table that when you give yourself the choice of having it, you can't moderate and you can't have a sense of control over these foods. I got so excited about having the cupcakes that I couldn't just stop at 1, maybe 2. I ended up having 5. Now, yes, that increased my calories for that day, which, look, I could have got back on track the next day and it would have been fine. But the problem with this is the feeling of guilt afterwards, the feeling of shame of eating so much in such a short space of time, and feeling that I'd undone a lot of the progress that I'd made. So this is why I now approach fat loss with a completely different mindset. I don't take foods off the table, I don't restrict. I just eat sensibly and include foods that I love, and just make sure that I'm generally hitting my calorie targets, but not really restricting and being so regimented that when I do eventually stop trying to lose weight, I'm not going to be in this situation where I go completely the other way, where I have to eat everything in sight. Something that I like is the Pareto principle. In business, this means that 80% of the revenue comes from 20% of the customers. With your food, I think there's a similar kind of mindset that you can approach, where 80% of the food that you have should come from unprocessed, single ingredient, healthy foods, but 20% can come from the occasional McDonald's if that's what you really like, or having those sweets now and again. For each person, the foods that you really love will differ. For example, I know people that really like sweets, so include sweets in your diet. Or if you like pizza, include pizza in your diet. You can eat anything that you want. You just can't have everything. You just got to pick and choose the things that you really love, and then make compromises with the other stuff. And if you don't really love some of the other stuff, then it's fine for you to sacrifice that. Weight loss doesn't have to be boring. It doesn't have to be a chore. It just means being a little bit selective about the foods that you're consuming. Look, that's it from me today. I hope you got a bit of value from that, and I hope that changes the way in which you view fat loss, and it means that next time you do try to lose fat, you don't go on an over-restrictive diet, but you take things a little bit more sustainably and in a little bit more relaxed and fun manner. Check out some of my other videos in this series. I'm solving 100 fat loss problems in 100 days. So if you like this one, then I'm sure there's some others there that you may like too. Until tomorrow, peace and go get it.